Jesus tells us to take my yoke upon you and learn of me.
Stop.
Following me as my disciple. Take my yoke upon you and learn from me. What's a yoke?
Yeah. What is a yoke?
You know, we don't farm as a country the way we used to. And a yoke was a piece of it was a farm implement that you would put on the neck of your oxen, oxen, whatever you would have to plow your fields, and you would use that yoke to guide that oxen in the direction you wanted him to go.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
so he says, "You take my yoke upon you and learn from me." In other words, I'm going to guide you. I'm going to direct you in paths that you don't even know, but you're going to have to trust me that I know what I'm doing.
Ed, would you like to know what our friend Webster says about a yoke?
What is a yoke?
First of all, yoke is a noun.
Mm-hmm.
It's a piece of timber, hollowed or made curving near each end,
Mm-hmm.
and fitted with bows for receiving the necks of oxen,
Mm-hmm.
by which means two are connected for drawing. From a ring or hook in the bow, a chain extends to the thing to be drawn, or to the yoke of another pair of oxen behind. That's what a yoke is.
Mm-hmm.
Number two, a mark of servitude, slavery, bondage.
Mm-hmm.
Our country sinks beneath the yoke. That's a sentence. Number three, a chain, a link, a bond of connection. That's the yoke of marriage. Number four, a couple, a pair. That's a yoke of oxen.
Mm-hmm.
Service. My yoke is easy. Matthew 11.
Mm-hmm.
That's what we read.
That's what we're reading. Okay, so that yoke hooked you to a labor. Okay, you had work to do. So Jesus is saying, take my yoke, the thing that says I am in bondage, I am in union with Jesus. He's directing me
Mm-hmm.
where to go.
And there's peace in that.
And there's peace in that. I'm not on my own.
Yeah.
I don't have to figure it out. Okay? I don't have to figure it out. He is going to lead me and guide me.
Yeah, he got all the answers. We're just
Yes.
following him.
Following me as my disciple.
There you go.
For I am gentle and humble in heart, and you will find rest, renewal, blessed quiet for your souls. What's your soul? Mind, will, emotions.
I could use some of that.
Your soul, your mind, your will, your emotions. For my yoke is easy to bear, and my burden is light.
Yeah.
In other words, even though you're in service to the Lord, you're not carrying all the weight.
Yeah. He's carrying it.
He's carrying.
And there's peace in that. But if you take a look at verse 28, where it says religious rituals that provide no peace,
There's no rest in that.
there's a number of you that are involved with religious rituals, and you haven't yoked yourself to Christ at all. That's bad. Our Savior is inviting us into a place of peace. He's the Prince of Peace. And he says, come unto him and yoke your lives to him, and learn of him. And the result is going to be peace in terms of what Jesus is offering. I am challenging those who are watching this broadcast to submit your lives to the anointed King, Jesus. The result is going to be peace like a river. The religious rituals has got you on a merry-go-round that you can get off of if you will simply acknowledge that Jesus is who he says he is. He says he is Messiah. That means he's anointed king.
Yeah.
Can you say it? Can you acknowledge it? Can you acknowledge that he is the Lord? He is the supreme ruler of the universe. That's what Lord means. So to be Lord is to be King of Kings and Lord of Lords. And can you acknowledge it? Can you say it? Can you submit your hearts and minds to his kingdom rule? In other words, will you do it? Until you do it, you won't have peace.